Geniuses aren't smarter than you. They just have better dopamine systems. And if you can defeat lust, you can outlearn any genius alive. Not because you're smarter, but because your brain actually works. Here's the secret nobody tells you. Learning isn't about IQ. It's about how long you can sit with confusion without reaching for a dopamine escape. Geniuses can tolerate 20 hours of frustration before breakthrough. You can't last 20 minutes, not because you're dumb, because lust hijacked your ability to be bored. Defeat lust and you don't just get smarter. You unlock the one thing that beats talent every time: the ability to stay focused when learning gets hard. Here's how lust destroys your learning ability. It floods your dopamine system with massive hits for zero mental effort. Your brain gets the same reward that's supposed to come from solving a difficult problem, mastering a new skill, or having a breakthrough insight, but you got it for doing nothing intellectually challenging. Your brain recalibrates instantly. It learns that dopamine is available without confusion, frustration, or mental strain. Why sit through the boring part of learning a language when you can get bigger dopamine right now? Real learning requires tolerating confusion. You have to sit in the fog of not understanding for hours, sometimes days, before clarity comes. Your brain is supposed to reward you when you finally break through, but your hijacked brain won't wait. The moment learning gets uncomfortable, it screams for the easy dopamine escape. So you quit, you switch tabs, you tell yourself you'll come back later. You never do. Geniuses aren't superhuman. They just have dopamine systems that reward them for breakthroughs instead of pixels. Let me show you what this looks like. You decide to learn coding. Day one is exciting. You watch tutorials. Everything makes sense. Day two gets harder. There's a concept you don't understand. You read it 3 times. Still confused. Your brain starts getting anxious. This is the critical moment. A genius would sit in this confusion for 3 more hours until it clicks. You last 5 more minutes before you need a dopamine hit to calm the discomfort. You take a quick break. 2 hours later, you've forgotten what you were learning. The next day, you start over. You never get past the confusion threshold. You never experience the breakthrough. Your brain never learns that struggle leads to reward. Or you try learning a language. The first week is fun. Basic phrases, simple grammar. Week 2 gets tedious. Conjugations don't make sense. Pronunciation feels impossible. Your brain is screaming for relief from the boredom. You quit. Not because you can't learn languages, because your hijacked brain can't tolerate the boring middle section where real learning happens. This pattern repeats with everything: guitar, business, investing, writing. You start strong, hit the confusion zone, and bail. Meanwhile, people with half your IQ are mastering these skills because their dopamine systems actually work. Defeating lust fixes your learning ability at the root. 90 days of complete abstinence. Your brain needs to relearn how to get dopamine from mental breakthroughs instead of cheap hits. Week 1 and 2 are rough. You'll try to learn something and your brain will revolt at the first sign of difficulty. It wants its easy escape. Don't give it one. Week 3, you notice something strange. You can read a difficult paragraph 3 times without getting anxious. You can watch a tutorial without reaching for your phone. Your tolerance for confusion is growing. By day 60, it's obvious. You sit down to learn and you can stay focused for 2 hours straight. Concepts that used to frustrate you into quitting now just feel like interesting puzzles. Your brain is starting to reward you for figuring things out. By day 90, you have what geniuses have: a dopamine system that makes learning feel good. Solving a hard problem gives you a genuine high. Understanding a difficult concept is satisfying. Your brain has remembered that mental effort leads to mental reward. Here's what happens when your brain works correctly. You can sit with confusion for 6 hours without breaking. A genius might naturally tolerate 4. You've trained yourself to tolerate more. This alone makes you faster than them. You can do boring repetition without mental escape. Geniuses get bored too, but you've built a higher boredom tolerance than they have. You can focus during the plateau. Every skill has a dead zone where progress feels invisible. Most people quit here. Geniuses push through because they trust the process. You push through because your brain isn't constantly offering you an escape hatch. You retain more because you're actually present. When you study, you're 100% there. No part of your brain is thinking about dopamine escapes. This means every hour of learning counts double. Stack this over 6 months and you're not competing with geniuses anymore. You're beating them. A genius with a corrupted dopamine system will always lose to an average person with a clean one. IQ gives you a head start, but learning speed is about how long you can stay focused when it's hard, boring, and confusing. If the genius taps out after 2 hours and you can go for 6, you win. They'll have the breakthrough on day 10. You'll have it on day 8. Multiply this across every skill, every concept, every challenge. In a year, you've learned what took them 2 years. Not because you're smarter, because you can tolerate the process better. This is what your ancestors understood. Your great-grandfather learned farming by doing it 12 hours a day, every day, through confusion and failure. No dopamine escapes. His brain rewarded him only for real-world results. You have the same capacity. You just buried it under easy dopamine. Remove the corruption and you're back to that same learning engine. 6 months after defeating lust, you've learned 3 skills that usually take a year each. People ask how you did it so fast. You didn't. You just learned at normal human speed. The speed your brain was designed for before lust broke it. Geniuses seem superhuman because most people are operating at 30% capacity. Get back to 100% and genius becomes your baseline. Defeat lust. Watch yourself learn faster than people who are naturally smarter than you. Not because you hacked your brain, because you fixed it.